Hey guys, Mission Prepared here. How's it going? I recently asked one of my not one of my subscribers, but I asked y'all, what type of content would you like to see, etc., etc. And somebody chimed in, gave me a few ideas, and to whoever you are, sorry I forgot your username. I appreciate it very much. But this person brings up a very good point, and that is, how are you going to handle stress? And sorry about the movement. I'm picking up my daughter, and little dog wanted to go for a ride. Anyway, how are you going to handle stress? And what are you going to do about people that you encounter? Now, I'm going to try to make this video short and sweet, but the gist of it is, pretty much, how are you going to handle stress? Whether it's a bug in, bug out situation, it doesn't matter. It's going to be stressful regardless. Does that mean it's the end of the world just because you're stressed out? No. Basically, and I'm using my own situation, my own scenario, my own personality to go ahead and make this video and basically tell you guys what I would do or wouldn't do or whatever. And as far as the stress management goes, basically, guys, there's not much you can do. Bug in, bug out scenario, whatever the case may be. What I would suggest is keep yourself busy. And remember, you can't stress over stuff that you have no control over. You just got to keep yourself busy, such as a bug out situation to where you're off in the middle of the woods. You don't have your home anymore. You don't have all your comforts and luxuries and whatever else. That's why you guys need to prepare, okay? You guys need to have a good alternative housing method, whether it be a camper or, like a Four Seasons tent or something of that nature. You're going to want to try to make yourself as comfortable as possible. A couple camping cots, plenty of blankets, maybe an old tote to wash clothes in, whatever the case may be. But I recommend having a bunch of books, guys. There's bushcraft books that'll teach you how to build different things, different huts, cots, shelters, outhouses, you name it. There's books out there that'll teach you that, and you can get them all on Amazon, guys. And no, I'm not making any money off of it by telling you guys to go to Amazon. Unfortunately, that's just the cheapest, easiest place I know to get them. Other books you guys may want, are field dressing medical books or some sort of survival medical book. Teaches you the basics in case somebody's injured, cut, whatever. Edible wild plants, guys. Edible wild mushrooms. Those are all books you guys can get. Make sure you have plenty of supplies, bank line, cordage, hand saws. Because you guys got to remember, if it's an shtf situation and you guys bugged out, you ain't going to have electricity. Not unless you got a generator. But then again, I don't know if you're going to want that running with a circular saw or whatever other power tools, and alerting people to your location. Me personally, if I bug out, I'm going to get to the thickest part of the woods I possibly can, and I'm not letting anybody be, I'm not letting it be known where I'm at. I'm not going to try to give away my location. As far as having fires and stuff, I'm going to dig a Dakota fire hole. Why? Because they give off very little smoke, if any. And if you guys don't know what a Dakota fire hole is, basically it's a fire pit in the ground. And then you got another hole with a tunnel feeding that fire oxygen. So look it up if you guys don't know what a Dakota fire hole is. But, there's other things you guys can do too. You guys need to have a good stock of board games, unopened, ready to go. Or if you have some at your house that all the pieces are there, nothing's missing. Have some board games ready to go. Playing cards, dice, dominoes, whatever it is that you guys are into, I would have plenty of that. Craft stuff, pens, papers, pencils, markers, whatever. You got to keep the mind busy. You know, another thing you guys can do to alleviate stress while you're out in the woods or bugging out or whatever is practice hunting, guys. Get a recurve bow or a compound bow or a crossbow or something like that, and make sure you have plenty of arrows and bolts or whatever, and just make sure you practice, guys. I mean, alleviating stress, you know, it's you got to do the feel goods, okay? Like if you're worried about running out of food, but yet you can supply food by taking a rabbit, a turtle, a deer, whatever, that's going to make you feel good that you're providing. And this goes for, you know, kids too. Kids can hunt. They just got to be shown properly, you know, safe practices and whatever. But there's a lot you can do. There's a lot you can do to alleviate stress. Is it going to alleviate it completely? No. But is it better than just sitting in your camp chair just stressing, oh my, what am I going to do? What am I going to... Well, there's nothing you can do. All right, you got to make the best of the situation. Now, there are edible wild plants out there that help with stress. There's also, you know, in your stockpiles, your preps or whatever, there's different spices and everything else that can help with, you know, heart disease and stress and anxiety and inflammation. And, you know, garlic is a good one. Cinnamon is a good one. Turmeric is a good one. And there's one other one I'm forgetting right offhand. They're all good. Make sure you stockpile those. You know, buy a container of turmeric every time you go shopping. Buy a container of, what did I just say? Cinnamon, or, you know, garlic, or, oh, that was the other one. It's cayenne pepper. Cayenne pepper. It's spicy, but in moderations, it's really good for you. I mean, you guys can look up the health benefit properties of all these, and they're just insane. I recommend you guys stocking up on those and putting them in with your food. Just try to get a daily intake, and if you guys can't stand eating it with your food, well, you can buy jars of empty capsules. Well, you could fill these capsules with turmeric or garlic or whatever, so you can just take them without the taste, and then they still work throughout your body. I highly recommend it, guys. Natural medicines. You're going to want to get a book on natural medicines, too. Most of us don't read anymore. Most of us rely on this crap right here. Right here. Well, you ain't going to be able to Google stuff, guys. You guys are going to have to get back to the old, you know, let's read a book method, which a lot of people ain't familiar with much days anymore. So that's what I would do, guys. Just stay busy, you know, create stuff out in the woods. Make your living situation a lot better. And I would recommend picking up books for whatever you guys think you're going to need, whether it be building shelters, fires, you know, how do I put it? I'm trying to put it in a friendly manner. Books on how to basically prepare any wild animal that you may take for your consumption. I got a book at home that tells you how to skin it, how to gut it, how to prepare it, how to quarter it up, how to cook it. Tells you everything. So I recommend having that book too, guys. But just stay busy. Trust me, if in a bug out situation, there's going to be plenty to do. Whether it be digging a potty hole, or whether it be, you know, gathering water, boiling it down, filtering it, whatever the case may be, there's going to be plenty to do. Just stay busy. There's no need to sit in your camp chair and dwell on what's going on. Don't do that. You're going to have to be on high alert. You're going to have to always watch your surroundings. You're going to have to, you know, basically make camouflage shelters hidden from other people. And now that brings me to my next point. What are you going to do when you encounter people? Well, first off, within the first 48 to 72 hours of any sort of disastrous, you know, the whole world's, you know, every man for himself, you got a bug out scenario, the first 48 to 72 hours is going to be your window, guys. After that, As far as trusting people outside of whatever small group that you guys may have, me personally, there's no way in hell. I do not trust anybody. If I hear a stick break and somebody's walking up to my camp, you best believe I'm going to be drawn down on that guy or person from 3 different locations. I got people in my group that know how to use firearms and know how to use them well. And that person's going to have, a reticle pointed at them just in case. I have no problem walking up to the person and talking to them, but they're not sticking around. They're going to get the hell out of Dodge. And as far as giving my stuff away or anything like that, no. I prepared my emergency food for my family and my group. Does that mean I'm going to be extremely cold-hearted and turn everybody away? No, but it's going to be on a person-to-person basis. There's telltale signs. You guys got to learn how to read body language too. If a guy walks up to you and you're out in the middle of the woods and he's constantly looking around and not looking at you, sorry, my camera's weird, but if he's not looking at you and he's looking around and he's talking to you while he's looking around, he's looking to see if he's got his buddies out in the woods or whatever else because they plan on ambushing you. Be on alert. Don't trust anybody. You got to remember, everybody's going to be looking for things that they don't have, and 99% of people out there in today's world are not prepared for whatever potential disasters may happen. As this war is escalating, we're getting closer and closer to nuclear war like there's no tomorrow. A disaster is imminent, in my opinion. I really think, like I've said a million times, guys, it's not a matter of if, it's just a matter of when. The U.S. has got nuclear submarines over there off of, oh, good Lord. I know they got some over by Taiwan, and they got some over by South Korea, I do believe. Russia's got some on the move. Belarus is about to get in the game. Iran is becoming extremely hostile.
Incoming call from
and
Dan Binkard.
Hold on, guys. Sorry, guys. I got interrupted by a phone call. Can't remember exactly where I was in my statement, but either way, guys, just stay busy. Don't trust anybody. Take it on a person-to-person basis. Really learn how to read body language if you don't know already, because that's going to be absolute key. Whatever you do, make sure your food is way separate from your barter items. Make sure you have your food buried in a hole with a board over it or something to protect it from the dirt. But you don't want to let people know where your ammunition and your backup food and everything else is. You just do not. It's going to be every man for himself. I feel like that's what it's coming to. Everything is crashing down. Cyber attacks are happening more and more. There's just more and more BS going on, guys. So you just make sure you're protected, all right? And make sure you guys got what you need. And make sure you have a lot of self-defense tools. Make sure you got a couple people in your group that are self-protection savvy, let's say. And just keep yourself busy, guys. Again, that's going to alleviate a lot of your stress. And the more you guys accomplish as far as building shelters and end tables or whatever, the better you're going to feel about yourself. Providing food for your families, whatever. One thing I would recommend learning how to do is pressure can, guys. If you're out in the middle of the woods and you get a big old deer, you're not going to eat all that meat in one day. You're going to have to learn how to pressure can it to preserve it. Because you're not going to have refrigeration, and chances are you're not going to be bringing that much salt with you. So learn how to pressure can, guys. Get a pressure canner and a bunch of mason jars and lids, and make sure those are all in their own separate little totes, and they're ready to go. Other than that, guys, that's all I got for you today. I kind of lost train of thought with taking that phone call, but that's pretty much what it boils down to. That's what I'm going to be doing. And again, take everybody by a case-by-case basis. Watch their body language. Chances are they're going to use little kids as patsies, I guess, if you will. They're going to send little kids in to survey the situation, and while you're paying attention to these kids, you know, they're going to be off in the woods somewhere scouting you, or, you know, just be real leery of all the tricks and whatever that people are going to use. Just if it comes down to it, because it could happen tomorrow, guys. You don't know. Just be safe. All right. With that being said, love y'all. Stay safe out there. Until next time, Michigan Prepared out.